let's start from the beginning. All right. Dread.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yup.
What was the mindset at that time when you was dread?
Oh, when I was dread, man, I'm gonna keep it 100, man. Dread was a nigga that was running around and, you know, bad nigga. Man, I wasn't really even bad though, cause I always gave respect. I always got respect. And I'm always the shortest nigga out the crew. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I stick out like a sore thumb. So the shortest nigga out the crew with the dreads. But he always
slow as hell.
Yeah, dad, yo, this nigga funny as hell. Yo, so the niggas had the joke. So when he said that just now, the nigga had jokes. So back in the day, you know, like, we grown ass men now. You know what I'm saying? Half the time, niggas don't even walk.
Word.
But back in the day, when niggas had to walk to them bus stops or walk around the hood, y'all niggas walk like that. I'm not walking like that. I'm not creasing my shits. So niggas used to have the jokes like, yo, the nigga dread walk, man, slow.
Word.
If the nigga A could do the shit, the nigga A would show you how the shit was funny as hell.
That shit crazy.
But
man.
yeah, man, back then, we was running around, man. We was outside for real, like. Dread was a nigga that was outside, man, fighting niggas and, you know, like, I don't know, gang banging. You know, that's what we did, man, if that's what you call it. But, you know, it started off from neighborhoods, man. We was in our neighborhoods. So at that time, you know, that's just what it was, man. But I think about that shit every day, like, yo, Dread, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even it's because you got some motherfuckers that still know me from old school days, and they like, yo, what up, Dread?
That's
like,
a fact.
And niggas look at me, it's like, this nigga, he got the bald head. I ain't call this nigga Dread. You know what I'm saying? But you know, when I see that shows that I, you know, you not to boast myself up too much, but to say you did enough to keep your name. You to be a bald headed nigga and keep that dread stamp. You get what I'm saying?
Fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, bro.
That's a fact. So Dread was basically, you saying, was like the beginnings.
It was definitely beginnings, bro. It was, you know, I mean, like I said, A was there day one. You know what I'm saying? So. This is us fighting. Right. This is us 20 deep at the mall getting kicked out.
That's a fact.
This is us whatever, nigga. This is us holding the corner. Even before niggas started getting money, like before we even, you know what I mean? Like we was there, you know what I'm saying? So Dread was the learning experience, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. It was the beginning of my learning experience of life. Right. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah, hell yeah.
So when did you transition? And well, before I even ask that question, was there a name before Dread?
Nah, I mean, Dread always was my name, you know what I'm saying? As long as I had dread since I was a baby. Okay. So Dread was always my name, but then when I started fucking with music, it went to Class D. You know what I'm saying? That was the name, you know what I'm saying?
Because you used to rap before, right? We used to rapping
reggae.
Reggae,
yeah, I used to do reggae, yup. And I was always like, I always hugged them stages and shit. So at that point, I was like, and it made sense too, because shit, back then I was selling Class D. So it was like, you know what I mean? So it was always incorporated, but my name's Derek, you know what I'm saying? For those who don't know. So it just made sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, it made sense as a youngin', you know what I'm saying? As a shorty, it made sense, but now I would never call myself that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, though.
So right after the dread situation, you transitioned into Class D?
Yeah.
Okay.
As I got older, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was always, like, since 5 years old, I always played the mic. You know what I'm saying? But I always did, like, local shits, like Stone Souls and Harambees and, you know what I mean? Local talent shows. I always was in the mix. So as I'm getting older, you know how that shit goes? Like, man, Dread my name, that's gonna be there, but I need a rap name. You know what I'm saying? Like, Class D was what it was, and that shit went off. Okay. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, was the D for Dread in Class D, or was it actually for the drug?
Like I said, like, you know, everything is metaphoric, bro. So it's like kind of like, you know what I mean? Like I was
double entendre type shit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was selling weed. Yeah, you was. But like I said, whether it was Dread, whether it was Derek, that was my name. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really losing in that. You know what I mean? Right.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. So let's break down the mindset of Class D now. What was your mindset at now? Seeing how we broke down a little bit of Dread's mindset and where he was at. What was Class D's mindset?
So like? Class D was the young, like, so I watch niggas now, and I watch how they move, and I watch how niggas, you know, they run around in the streets now, and they doing music when they're younger. So I'm watching them, and I'm like, that's the nigga that I was. Like at that point in time, nigga, we was in the streets, we was thugging. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know what I mean? Not necessarily in the streets. Let me not say that, because in the streets now it got different than what we was back in the day.
That's a fact.
We wasn't like getting crazy bread, or we wasn't busting crazy gun, but we was in the streets, though. You could see us. Anytime we used to ride bikes, bro. 10 deep. We used to ride bikes to niggas' blocks to go fight pawed itself. I just smacked the mic. But we used to ride bikes. I'm talking about niggas on handlebars like this. We're up. Dre, you gonna fight this nigga?
Yeah.
Yo, you gonna fight this nigga? And that's how it was. So, you know what I mean? That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
So that's where the mindset was for that, man. You know, niggas want the bitches, of course. That's what we want. That's what we chasing. That's you know what I'm saying? But in the midst of that though, like you peep game and you just see like that shit also, man, you pay for that shit later on in life. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And I know we're probably gonna get into that later on, but you pay for that type of shit in life you Class D was building a name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But then as an adult you realize that ain't no name you want it. You know what I mean?
Nah. It's like a bad tattoo.
It's a bad tattoo. It's a fact.
It's a fact. Oh yeah. So now you got past Dread. Class D, and now we at Alley Phattz. Where did the name come from? Like, how did you like put that together? Was it you and you know what I'm saying, or was it just like a couple little jokes? I know you a funny nigga, so
yeah. Nah, so I got the name right. So I had got jammed up. I did some dumb shit. Like I said, A probably remember, but for y'all that don't know, like when I was a youngin', man, like when I got. Like I said, that Class D stage when niggas started really like dabbing into the streets, niggas started getting more and more in trouble. So before I even hit 16, I had already had every charge. You got caught with yak, I got caught with weed, and I got caught with a pistol. When I got caught with the pistol the last time, this is much different because nowadays you get caught with a pistol, you going to jail. Nigga, you going to Ludlow, nigga. That's a fact. This is when niggas had to go to Cottage Street. So niggas went to Cottage Street. My mom had to come get me, but you know, I went through that case, whatever, and I ended up having to do time. Now, being back then, it was 3 months. I had to do 3 months, you know what I'm saying? Which was a lot for a nigga that was 15, 16, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Yeah, so I had to do 3 months, and I had to end up going to forestry camp. So it ended up being like 40-something days. So it was 3 months, and then I had to do forestry camp. I had to go through forestry camp. And then when I was in forestry camp, I met this kid from Worcester, and his cousin was locked up with him too. Okay. But it fucked me up because he was like, when they first see me, they was like, yo, he don't look like Olive Phattz. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, that's crazy. He was like, yo, they bugged him out. He's like, yo, that's crazy. I swear to God, bro. I was sitting here like trying to figure out who he looked like. He said, every day, bro. And while I was in there, he was like, yo, I'm gonna start calling you Olive Phattz. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
And he like, what you like doing? I'm like, yo, I like boxing and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was like, Ali, man, you know, Ali was the best, man. I'm like, shit, hold on. You know what I'm saying? And Phattz, you know, back then, like fat mean dope.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That shit was dope.
Especially when you spelt it, hell yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, man, fuck it, man, add 2 T's and a Z, yeah? Word up. That's my shit now, Valley Phattz, man. Word up, man. And from there, and honestly, when that happened, that's when my style changed. My music. Now it's like, now I'm barring. Now I'm song singing, you know what I'm saying? Class D could rap. He could rap the fuck, you know what I'm saying? He could rap. Right. But nigga, now it's like, okay, he's grown now. It's different. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's what I should, and I should stuck. You know
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So do you think that Alley Phattz he just honed on what Dread can do musically and what Class D can do musically and just
I think what Alley Phattz did was put the pot together. It made gumbo.
Okay. Makes sense.
Put Dread in a pot. Put Class D in a pot,
right,
and put my new mind frame as an adult in a pot. Because honestly, when I came home from forestry camp when I was a youngin', I also my wife was pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was like off rip, like all mad shit happened in that time. So I'm like, man, I'm changing. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm changing. I'm still in the streets, but I'm gonna fall back a second. You know what I'm saying? I got a son now. You know what I'm saying? When my son came, that was it, bro. You know what I'm saying? That was it.